The story of the Inquisitive Seedling's Excursion. In the core of a curious town settled between moving slopes and chattering streams, carried on with a youthful seedling named Sammy. Sammy was no standard seedling, he was an inquisitive one, consistently anxious to investigate the world past his little fix of soil. His kindred plants frequently cautioned him about the risks that lay external their comfortable nursery. However, Sammy's unquenchable interest couldn't be held back. One fine morning, as the sun's brilliant beams painted the sky, Sammy concluded the time had come to set out on an experience. His underlying foundations shuddered with fervor as he looked over the nursery's edge and seen the huge glade that extended before him. Birds tweeted agreeably, and the breeze murmured stories of far-off lands. Sammy's leaves vacillated in expectation as he decided. Delicately, Sammy pushed through the dirt, feeling the grains separating to clear a path for his delicate shoot. He extended, inch by inch, into the unexplored world. The excursion was not without its difficulties. Rocks impeded his way, and the dirt became more enthusiastically as he wandered farther. Be that as it may, Sammy's assurance was resolute, and with each impediment, his underlying foundations developed further and his stem sturdier. On his excursion, Sammy experienced a shrewd old tree named Grandad Oak. With his twisted branches and shrewd look, Grandad Oak had seen numerous seedlings develop into transcending trees. He allured Sammy to rest in his shade and shared accounts of the world past the glade. Minimal one, Grandad Oak said in a profound, relieving voice, the world is brimming with miracles and risks the same. As you investigate, make sure to appreciate the illustrations the breeze, downpour, and daylight educate you. Each challenge you defeat will shape you into a tree of extraordinary person. Sammy listened mindfully, retaining each word. He said thanks to Grandad Oak and proceeded with his excursion, presently more aware of the illustrations that looked for him. As weeks transformed into months, Sammy experienced various animals. He assisted a group of insects with conveying food to their home and imparted stories to a garrulous squirrel. He even endured a tempest, learning the worth of flexibility. Through everything, Sammy's leaves stayed green, and his soul steady. At some point, Sammy detected a stunning nursery somewhere out there. Its blossoms sparkled in dynamic shades, and the scent in the air was inebriating. Sammy's heart expanded with enjoyment, and he animated his speed to arrive at this sanctuary. After entering the nursery, Sammy wondered about its excellence. He warmed up to the blossoms and paid attention to their stories of sprouting under the caring consideration of the groundskeeper. The blossoms discussed the consideration they got, the sustaining contact that assisted them with defeating the difficulties of evolving seasons. Captivated, Sammy chose to remain some time and gain from the blossom's insight. He understood that his process had shown him important examples, similarly as the blossoms had gained from the groundskeeper's consideration. With recently discovered information, Sammy developed in level, yet in addition in character. As time elapsed, Sammy felt a delicate pull at his foundations. The nursery's dirt appeared to murmur, now is the ideal time to return, little seedling. Sammy bid goodbye to his bloom companions and followed his means, his heart weighty with appreciation. The excursion back wasn't as quick, yet Sammy wasn't unsettled. He realized that the way he had taken had improved him unimaginable. At last, Sammy got back to his unique fix of soil, welcomed by the recognizable essences of his kindred plants. They wondered about the change he had gone through, his leaves more energetic and his stem more grounded than any time in recent memory. Sammy shared his experiences, and the insight he had accumulated. The nursery woke up with the accounts of faraway grounds, of fellowship, and of versatility. Sammy's kindred plants were enlivened by his excursion, and they started to check out at the world past their nursery with new eyes. Thus, the nursery thrived with plant life, however with a more profound comprehension of the world and a common soul of interest. The lesson of the story is that interest, when tempered with astuteness and directed by experience, can prompt exceptional development. Similarly, as Sammy wandered past his usual range of familiarity and embraced difficulties, we also ought to embrace the obscure with an open heart and an eagerness to learn. Each hindrance we survive, each illustration we learn, shapes us into people of character and profundity. What's more, as Sammy, we ought to make sure to share our encounters and intelligence, supporting a local area of development and interest.